Hello and welcome back once again to Product Placement. So, interesting story time as I promised in the last episode if you happen to watch that. If not, then go watch it. Maybe I'll put a link right here somewhere. I need to start using annotations, that's what people tell me. So, yeah, maybe a link in the description or somewhere on the screen here. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm learning, I'm new. No, I'm not. I've been doing this for like 4 years, I'm just lazy. Yeah, so, interesting story. As I said in the Kickstart Midnight Grape review, if you want to go watch that, I saw the commercial for it in the break room the other day, and I was like, okay, new Kickstart, whatever, let's go try it. And I noticed that it only advertised the one. I was like, well, that's weird. Usually they put them out in twos. I was like, well, whatever, it's only one, it'll be a quick video. So I stopped at the gas station the other day to get gas, and went in to grab a drink. I was just going to get like I was just going to go and get like a 1 liter or whatever of Coke or whatever. And I was like, hey, since I'm here, let me see if they got that new Kickstarter. I'll grab it and then I'll have it for the review. So I walk over to where the drinks would be, and I don't see the Midnight Grape Kickstart, but I do see other Kickstarts that weren't advertised in the commercial that I saw. I was like, well, when did these come out? How many are there? What's going on? So I grabbed all the ones that they had, and then I came home and checked on the website just to be sure how many there actually were. Turns out there was a total of 4 new ones, the Midnight Grape, plus the 3 that I grabbed at the gas station that day. So that's what we're going to do now. These, again, are the smaller cans, which were the coconut water ones or whatever that I called the whites, because they have the white label. So these are, I guess, if Midnight Grape was returned to the night, these are returned to the white. I don't know. Well, I'll change it to return to the light, because the original ones were day, then the black labeled ones were the night, and then these were, I call them the white because they had the white label as opposed to the black or green. But maybe I better call them return to the light. That might make a little bit more sense. But then I got to go back and change the old one from white to light. I don't know, because then that gets confused with day. What would I call it if they came out with another green labeled one? Return to the day? Maybe. I don't know. So let's get started on these. So the first one up, well, I'm going to show you what all 3 of them are, and I'm going to decide what order I'm going to put them in. So the first one up is this one in the red can, and this is what I'm talking about when I say the white. And this is what I'm talking about when I say the black, because then the original 2, this part was green, and then the can was the color of whatever flavor it was. So there's videos, go watch them. Annotations or links or something, I don't know. I'll get to it eventually, I promise. So this is the first one, and this is new Energizing Blood Orange. I don't see anywhere on here if it still says these are mixed with coconut water or if they're just doing their own thing. It says antioxidants, vitamin C and E, and this one's actually says on the side here recharge, which I think the other ones I can't remember what the original one said, but like then the next 2 have different things on there, which I'll show you in a second. So this is Kickstart Recharge, which is blood orange. Then we have this one, which also says recharge on the side. And this one in the blue can is Energizing Blueberry Pomegranate. So we have that. Again, no sign of anything about the coconut water. It just says antioxidants and vitamin C and E. And then the third one, which is the only one that's really different. I remember the original 2 whites didn't say recharge, but I don't remember what they said. I think they just said like, crap. I could go look it up, but I don't want to stop the video to do that. But then you have this one, which says Kickstart, it's in the green can, it says Kickstart Hydrating Boost, and this is Energizing Watermelon. Now, see, this one does say with coconut water, so I'm guessing the other 2 don't have coconut water. They're just probably more like Red Bullish, where this one's more like the original 2, but I don't think the original 2 said Hydrating Boost. Not 100% sure. Now, I remember a long time ago, back before most of you kids were probably born, another interesting story. Pepsi was beating out Coke as far as like national average sales, but Cherry Coke was actually beating out Pepsi because everyone liked the cherry flavoring better. And for a long time, everyone was like, oh, Pepsi should do a cherry flavor, and then they'll win that market too. And they eventually came out with what we now know as Wild Cherry Pepsi, which was cool at the time, but at the time that they released that, they also released 3 other flavored drinks, and I don't remember them all off the top of my head. I used to know them all, but it's been a while since I've talked about them. Maybe I'll pop them up on the screens around here. There'll be like one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. I don't know. I don't remember all the flavors, but the one that I do remember that I liked the most as a kid, I was like, I'd rather have this over the Wild Cherry, because one of them was obviously Wild Cherry, but then there was like 2 or 3 others. The one I remember the most was a watermelon flavored Pepsi at the time, which Mountain Dew's Pepsi, same thing. Well, not really, because that's Mountain Dew and Pepsi are owned by the Pepsi company, but they're different drinks. I remember liking the watermelon one, but every time I try and look it up, there's no reference to watermelon in this group that I'm talking about. It has like 3 other flavors, or 2 other flavors in addition to the Wild Cherry Pepsi, but none of them are listed as watermelon, but I distinctly remember a watermelon flavored Pepsi at some point during that run. Yeah, so maybe it was like a localized thing that wasn't nationwide, and that's why I'm the only one who remembers it. So I'm thinking if I liked watermelon Pepsi, I'm probably going to like watermelon Kickstart. Plus the coconut water was good in the other 2, so there is that. So I'm not sure what order I'm going to try these in. I think I'm going to say the watermelon till last, just because I think that's the one I'm going to like the most. Between the other 2, ooh, geez, I don't know. Well, since it was the first one I actually saw where I noticed all 3 of them sitting next to each other, but the first one I actually noticed was a different flavor, was the red one. So I'm going to try this one first, which is Blood Orange. I have had a Blood Orange before. I don't really remember it tasting that much different than a normal orange, other than it's red. It's been a long time, though, so I could be wrong. Anyway, after 8 minutes, let's get to the smell test finally. Yeah, I'm mostly just smelling citrus. Not, kind of like orange scented, but because Mountain Dew does have lemon and lime in it, it's just like a mix of all the citrus. So, yeah, let's dump some into the nice little taster cup. Hopefully there's no remnants of the Midnight Grape, because I did just finish that video. So let's pour some in. Let's pour some in and see how it looks. So as you can see, it is orange, slightly darker orange than normal, but not really red. And I do remember blood oranges being more red. And not getting much of a scent off of this one, mostly just citrus. Anyway, let's take a swig. And if it's orange flavored Mountain Dew, I'm assuming it's probably going to taste something similar to Livewire, which I did have the other day, so I'm assuming it's probably going to taste similar to that, but let's see. Cheers. Not much different than Livewire. There's definitely something else to it, but I can't place what it could just be the difference between an orange and a blood orange. Like I said, I don't remember them being hugely different from each other, but it's been a long time since I had a blood orange. But yeah, mostly this just tastes like Livewire with a hint of something else. Again, a bit more tart on this one, where Livewire is usually a little bit more smooth. This has a little bit more of a bite at the end, but not enough to really distinguish it. Maybe like a bit of grapefruit juice or something, or because it's definitely got that hint of dryness that I got out of most of these, which is definitely heavier on the citrus. But overall, it kind of tastes just like live wire. It's just got a little bit of a tartness to it at the end. Not really anything major there. So, yeah.